Hi Longwood, it's Miss Ella. I have realized that this shelter in place has led me to completely lose all sense of time. I have forgotten what day it is, how many days we've been here, and that has led me to forget that Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday, May 10th. So I thought it'd be nice for us to think about the people in our lives who take really good care of us, who nurture us and provide for us and support us. And that could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be your sister, your aunt, maybe a teacher, maybe a family friend who's always there for you. Really, it could be anybody in your life who you feel like takes good care of you. Because this time of year is really a time to think about and appreciate and express gratitude for those people in our lives who take care of us. So we are going to work on a project today. It is another card that we're going to make for someone, could be anyone in our life, who takes good care of us as a way to show appreciation and gratitude. Are you ready to get started? Let's go over our materials. So, similar to our last project, let's go ahead and grab our watercolor set, our brush, water in a cup, paper towels, watercolor paper, and also grab a pencil, some markers, and a pair of scissors. I think that's all. All right. You can peep all the supplies in the next shot. Pause the video if you need to, and we're gonna take it away from there. Let's go. Great, so to begin, grab one piece of watercolor paper and you're going to fold it in half hamburger style to make your card. Okay, let's outline our drawing. I'm using a pen so you can see the lines that I make, but really you should be using a pencil. If you used marker and went over it with watercolor, the ink would bleed. So start with a pencil here. And I'm gonna start with this U shape for the outline of my tulip. And then I'm going to draw a upside down V shape, and it's a little bit curved at the top here. So this is gonna be the first petal that I'm drawing. And then when I meet this line back at the bottom of my U shape, I'm then going to go to one of the points, the outside points of the U, and draw another petal kind of coming in. And I stop when I get to that V because I'm imagining the petal go behind the first petal. Great. Now I'm going to move on to the next flower. Again, I'm going to start with this U shape. And then I'm going to, instead of doing an upside down V in the middle, I'm going to start from one of the outside points of the U, and I'm going to make a petal coming in from the side down to the middle. And then I'm going to go over to the right side here, and I'm going to do the same thing. But this petal is going to travel just a teensy bit behind the first petal. So I'm, again, imagining the petal, the line continuing behind the first petal with my eye down to the bottom. And then I'm going to draw an upside down V again, and then two smaller upside down V's on either side between the last point of the U and that middle petal here. Lovely. So then I'm going to now fill up my entire page with tulips like these. And I'm using these first two as kind of a model for what I want the rest of them to look like. And I'm really going to take up the whole page here. I'm going to fast forward now, but you can pause it in a little bit if you need to, if you're looking for some inspiration, some more ideas. Great. So now I'm going to go in and add the stems to each of these flowers. It might take a little bit of time. I'm going to start with one line going from the base of the flower, moving all the way down to the bottom of the page, and connect it with a line of a similar curve along the side for the stem. And then I'm going to move on to the leaf. So I'm going to do kind of like an a light S shape here, moving from the far left down into the middle of the page, connecting to the bottom of that stem of that first flower. And this is going to be kind of a big leaf. I'm doing another line on top here to connect the other side of the leaf of my stem. And then I'm going to move on and do similar stems and leaves to these other flowers. So I'm moving on to this second flower here, and really want to think about first doing the tulips that look like maybe they're in the front of the page, and then moving on to the tulips that look like they're in the back of the page. Because you want it to look like there's some perspective, right? The lines don't all travel all over each other. They kind of connect behind. Or move behind where the eye can't really see it because some flowers are in front. So here, for example, I'm drawing one line coming down, and then when I get to the head of this tulip in the front, I'm going to stop, and I'm imagining the line connecting as it travels behind that flower. And then I kind of think about, where would my eye be able to see it, and where do I have to imagine it's going? All right, let's fast forward here as we do the rest. Great, so get your supplies. We're gonna first add water. Remember, with watercolor, we first put down water and then we add the pigment. So we're gonna do water and then we're gonna paint over it. And I will meet you back here when everything is all completely dry. All right, have fun. Great, now everything's completely dry. Let's add marker for detail, a backdrop, some writing, and we will be good to go. Oh, take me to your best friend's house. I loved you then and I love you now. Don't take me to time. Don't wait for no goodbye. Don't take me tongue tied. Stay up all night. I'll get real high. Slumber party, pillow fight. My eyes on your eyes like Peter Pan up in the sky. My best friend's house tonight. Let's both be still better by. Don't take me tongue tied. Don't wave no goodbye. Don't take me tongue tied. Don't kiss me goodnight. Take me to your best friend's house. Go around this roundabout. Oh, here's my card. It actually took me a really long time because I had to wait for all the paints to dry before I could go over them with marker. But I think that it turned out really well, and it's really worth it to spend a long time on something if you're giving it to somebody who you really love and care for, to show them that you appreciate them. I made my card for someone who's actually not my mom, but who takes really good care of me, and she has for a long time. And since she doesn't live in my house, I'm going to get an envelope, put this in there, get her address and a stamp, and mail it out to her because I still want her to know that I'm thinking about her, and I would encourage you to do the same. All right, that's all I have for you today. If you want to earn 50 extra bonus points, go ahead and comment below on the video and let me know somebody in your life who you love and appreciate, who takes good care of you, and I will see you next time. All right.